Listen up, because what I'm about to tell you will flip everything you thought you knew about attraction. You've probably been told that women want a man who looks like a model, drives a sports car, or has a six-figure bank account. And let me guess, you tried chasing those things, thinking they'd finally unlock the attention you deserve, but deep down, it didn't work. Not really. If you've ever felt frustrated, confused, or even angry, wondering why she doesn't feel it for you, even when you're a good man, it's not your fault. The truth is, attraction runs deeper than looks or money. What really pulls her in are traits most men ignore. So today, I'm revealing 9 psychological traits that women find irresistible. Traits that trigger deep emotional attraction, not just surface-level attention. And the best part? This isn't about pretending, it's about becoming. Become a man who doesn't need to chase, because women chase him. Drop a comment. Which of these 9 traits hit home the most? Like the video to support your growth. Let's dive in. 1. Confidence without arrogance. How to own the room with quiet power. Real confidence isn't loud. It's not flexing your income, posting gym selfies, or bragging about success. That's insecurity in disguise. True confidence is felt in your silence, in how you walk, speak, and even in how you listen. It's not about dominating. It's about grounding. When you walk into a room and you know who you are, you don't need validation. You don't need permission. Confidence comes from keeping promises to yourself, from showing up even when it's hard, from going to the gym when you don't feel like it, from choosing discipline over comfort again and again. And when you do that long enough, you stop seeking approval. You become approval. That's the kind of man women can't ignore, not because he demands attention, but because he doesn't need it. 2. Emotional intelligence and empathy, the hidden key to deep connection. Masculinity isn't about emotional suppression. It's about emotional mastery. She doesn't want a man who's cold and distant. She wants someone who can meet her in her emotional world and still stay grounded. When she's overwhelmed, can you stay calm? When she's expressing pain, can you listen without fixing it? When she's joyful, can you feel it with her and without jealousy? That's emotional intelligence, and it's rare. Most men shut down, or worse, explode. But the man who can hold space, who can stay calm in the storm, he becomes a safe place in a world full of chaos. That's magnetic. 3. Ambition and drive. Why purpose is the new sexy. You don't need to be rich, but you do need to have direction. Ambition isn't about chasing money. It's about having a mission. A man on a mission has fire in his eyes. He wakes up early, moves with intention, and isn't distracted by drama. That man, he's building something bigger than himself. And women feel that energy. They're drawn to the man who's becoming, not the one who's already arrived. Because progress is powerful, purpose is powerful, and when you're locked into your vision, she'll want to be part of it. 4. Humor and playfulness. The fastest way to her heart. Want to lower a woman's walls instantly? Make her laugh. Humor is more than just jokes. It's a mindset. It shows you don't take yourself too seriously. It shows resilience, lightness, and emotional freedom. Playfulness builds connection. You tease, you laugh at yourself, you bring joy into the moment, and suddenly she feels safe being herself. The man who can make her forget her stress, even for 5 minutes. She won't forget him. Laughter is intimacy, and intimacy is everything. 5. Stability and dependability. Be the rock in her storm. Let's talk about emotional security, because while bad boys might get attention, it's the stable man who gets her heart. She wants to know that when life gets hard, you won't run. That when she's overwhelmed, you stay centered. That you keep your word. That you don't fold when pressure hits. That your emotions are not unpredictable storms. Be the man who handles business, who handles his emotions, who creates peace, not chaos. That kind of presence, that's what she calls home. 6. Passion and fire. Why energy is more attractive than looks. Passion is magnetic. When you talk about something you love, your whole energy shifts. Your voice becomes stronger. Your eyes glow. Your presence deepens. That's life force. And life force is sexy. Whether it's art, fitness, business, music, spirituality, it doesn't matter. Just care about something. Build it. Talk about it. Let it fuel you. That spark you carry. It lights up everyone around you, including her. 7. Mystery and depth. Why not revealing everything drives? Her wild men who reveal everything too soon lose intrigue. Mystery isn't about playing games. It's about having depth. Depth means you've lived, you've reflected, you have layers. She has to earn those layers. You don't tell your whole story on the first date. You let her discover you, slowly, intentionally. You give her something to wonder about. A man who thinks deeply, lives richly, and doesn't overshare. She won't stop thinking about him. 8. Kindness with boundaries. The warrior who can love. Kindness without strength is weakness. Strength without kindness is tyranny. But when a man has both, he becomes legendary. You're respectful, but not a pushover. You help others, but you're not afraid to say no. You're compassionate, but you protect your energy. That kind of masculine kindness, that's rare. Be the man who could be dangerous, but chooses peace. Who has a sword, but keeps it sheathed. That contrast, she feels it. She craves. 9. Charisma and presence. How to own a room without saying a word. Charisma isn't about being loud. It's about being felt. You walk into a room and people notice, not because you're flashy, but because your presence is undeniable. You look people in the eye. You move with intention. You speak when you have something to say, not to fill silence. Stillness, calm, gravity, that's power, and it draws people in. She may not be able to explain it, but your energy will stay in her mind long after you're gone. There you have it. 9 traits that most men ignore, but that women crave deeply. You don't need to be a model. You don't need to be a millionaire. You just need to become a man of depth. When you do the inner work, when you build confidence, purpose, emotional control, passion, and presence, you won't chase women anymore, because the right women will chase you. Comment your favorite trait. Which one do you already have, and which one are you building? Like the video if you felt this. Subscribe to Mindful Gladiator. Your journey to mental strength, stoic masculinity, and deep attraction begins here.